finally this chapter was translated. Of everything that I am looking forward to most currently, this manga's updated chapter is what I am looking forward to most. Because every single chapter so far is not slowing down in awesomeness. I have no idea where the story is heading, if it's good or bad, but I am enjoying every ride I get. This is the summary of the Eden Zero chapter 16, and I am the Angry Enemy fan. The strange thing is, though, the cover is the exact same cover from last week. Although this time they're saying that the first volume is a hot seller, not that it's selling with good reviews. I wonder where the bugs and the crying Shiki again. Is that meant to point out once again that Shiki has a crippling weakness for bugs? I wonder if there ever is a... Well, we haven't met many alien species. Do you think we one day will run into an alien bug? I wonder. Either way, the witch, by the way, her name, as we know, is still not revealed to us. So for now, we'll just call her the witch. Tells them all that the ship is not to its full strength. Because, and she mentions that she has heard their conversation. Seeing that she is this ship, she can hear every single conversation. What happened to privacy? But she has a point. She is this ship. She's not the AI of the ship per se. She's an android that takes care of the ship. But in a way, she is the AI of the ship. I find that kind of creative. Either way, she says she is one of 4 entities that makes up the Demon King's starship. And according to her, if they all are together, then travel beyond the Sakura cosmos and in order to break into outer space will be possible. However, breaking as it is right now, it will be very dangerous to get into Dragonfall. Once again, a dragon references. You all know Hiromashima, he likes dragons, and who doesn't like dragons? Rave Master had dragons, although that was sort of half confusing, although they did create a cool character called Jetto. And Fairytale was all about the dragons, especially that emotional scene. But now we also have a dragon, and we have seen them in the beginning of this manga, in chapter 2 nonetheless. But that's mostly, what's that word? A mechanical like dragon, but I guess in this manga the dragons are a little bit more or mechanical. Either way, that's a place that no ship can go, because after all they can most likely die. Either way, we then switch into a scene that I feel Hiromashima just put there for you know, it's just his style. Even Rebecca lampshades this by saying, "What are you doing?" It's apparently that the witch is now massaging Rebecca. I mean, I have no problem with that. I am just asking, didn't she just come out of a bath? Why a massage? Well, it's typical Hiromashima fan service style, so who cares? It's well, either way, the witch mentions that as she is massaging near the ass, it's mentioning that if she bathes every single day, she may be able to use the ether gear. But the massage is just regular service, as she mentions many different things, while Happy take an electric-like massage. So it's worth noting though that she calls Happy it at the beginning. I wonder why. But she mentions that one who created the Happy has powers beyond the Demon King. Is that meant to imply that the Demon King also had the ability to put a living being into the body of an android? Well, either way, as she keeps on massaging Rebecca, even to her breast, she mentions also that the one who was in the nearest was said to have been in the Blue Garden. So Wise and Shiki end up in Eden's Zero Core Sister, which was the title of this episode. Wise cannot open it, as the witch mentions that this apparently is a door that is codenamed 3173. Wait a moment. Isn't that the exact same number that was on Ellie's arm in Rave Master? Technically, I don't know if we ever find out what that number was. I know she was a prisoner at the beginning, and then you read Rave Master. It was a good first debut for him. It was not perfect. Well, to tell you the truth, Hiromashima's mangas are not meant to be perfect, but they are meant to be enjoyable. And Rave Master was no different. The adventure of it all, the characters, it really grew. The art may not have been clean, but that was before he found his trademark. Either way, she mentions that only by gathering the four together can that door open. Actually, I have a little bit worry about that. There have been some theories that say that the witch may not be a good person. After all, she has black lipstick, which is very similar, and as I said before, she looks very similar to Kyoka from Fairy Tail. But I really hope she is an ally. So far, she has no malicious moments, but who knows? Either way, she mentions that as Wise complains on her that there's things called privacy. Shia says she's an object. However, Shiki intervenes by saying, "You're no object, you got a heart." If there's anything Shiki is, it's a very kind-hearted person. So Pino asks also Shiki if she has a heart, but of course Shiki says she does. After all, she can laugh and cry and even worry. So Pino decides to head towards the journey together with Shiki. She may not know why the Demon King created her anymore, but she do know she wants to go with Shiki. So they do a fist bump. I have to say that fist bump is so adorable. And Pino decides to call Shiki Master, even though Shiki says it's not exactly needed. So the gang goes back to a blue garden, while the witch stays on board the ship because after all she says she cannot leave the ship. Is that meant to imply that the witch actually is a kind of strong opponent? It's just that she has to be there not to watch? Well, also, the ship is there in space. You know, it may be very possible that anyone can kidnap it. Either way, Wise says she's break off from the gang and gonna enjoy the future. Someone, I am not so sure that will happen. Either way, they return to the guild, where they are once again greeted by Lavila, the alpha bitch, who once again taunts Rebecca until she sees Shiki and gives him a hug. That hug seems very similar to, the hug of Juvia. Either way, she wants Shiki in her video, but of course Shiki refuses, while Lavia still mocks. It's pretty ironic to feel like that someone can mock Rebecca when she almost has the face of Wendy. Not to mention that bodysuit. It looks fine. But her personality is not so fine. But then Clarice says that the guild master of the guild is looking for Rebecca. And to tell you the truth, I really hope he is not looking like Makarov. And I'm only saying that because if he is, have you any idea how large the complaining is gonna be? It's gonna be annoying. Either way, Clarice hangs out with some agents to do something, while a mysterious person confronts her, saying target confirmed, and he's saying, "Sister, I will now carry out the mission." This is definitely an android, but is this a Demon King android? Most of all, he mentions sister. The core of the Eden Zero was sister. Is that meant to be a connection? I don't know, but I am very worried. Is this the antagonist of this arc, of the Return to Blue Garden? And why is it's only logical that he will come back to the gang. After all, he's one of the main characters. But the problem is, will he come back as a little bit new character, or will he only come back because he ends up in trouble? Given to the fact that this Wise is meant to be a jerk-ass, I have a very big feeling he's going to cause trouble and just return to the gang to, get away from it. But who is this mysterious android? And I have to say his design is remarkably original for a Hiroshima, at least so far. Who is he? Is that a Demon King android? Is it possible that's a witch? And moreover, who is sister? Is that the core he's talking about? Because if it is, that puts once again the witch in loyalty into question. Or is there someone else? I mean, the way he dresses looks very similar to the witch actually. So yeah, one wonders. Either way, great chapter of Eden Zero. Enjoyed it. The massage scene may have been a little bit over the top, but it's Hiroshima of it all. Shiki was also warm-hearting. That fist bump with Pino though, as I said before, so adorable. But you give me your thoughts if you have any.